Welcome to Soundcheck's Chicks That Rock program. I want to get this out in the air in the very, very beginning of the show so that there are no questions and nobody will have anything to question. The Chicks That Rock program has nothing to do with hot-ass babes, how much their boobs hang out of their shirt, or how much skin they show on their album covers. I absolutely hate people using things like that to sell music. Are there beautiful women in the bands we're going to play? Yeah. But this isn't about that. This is about women in music. We applaud and want to give encouragement to women who want to and are in music and who are interested in showing their boobs off. So I wanted to make that clear. We've been doing this a long time. We've been doing this since 2014. We are pro women. I say we. My show. I've been doing this for so long. And 99.9% of the people that have helped me promote, find bands, build the website, all of the stuff that goes on the Metal Moose radio show / Soundcheck have been done by women because I encourage women in music. End of story. So if you're a dude out there and you're like, man, cool, it's a Chicks That Rock show, hot babes, yeah. I mean, you can listen and you can go look them up on the website or whatever and do whatever kind of strange self, happiness you want to do. But that's not what this is about, man. This is about me, a guy that is saying that I appreciate women in music. And this is coming from a guy, if you go back and listen to the very, very first Chicks That Rock show, for the longest time, I had no desire. I thought women in rock bands, it just doesn't. They never really stood up to me. And I was wrong. I was absolutely 100% wrong. And I've been doing this show, I think this is like the 12th or 13th Chicks That Rock episode we've done. We played a lot of amazing bands that have women in it, and I've become good friends with some of them, and that's awesome, man. So, listen, just wanted to get that out there. I want you right now to grab a bag of Cheetos, possibly order in some tacos, get yourself some Kool-Aid, and sit down and buckle it up because you're about to get your ass kicked by a bunch of bands with girls in them. I think that should be the title of a girl compilation. You just got your ass kicked by a girl. This show is about me standing up for the women out there working hard in a male-dominated field and just doing amazing music. So there's a bunch of bands, a bunch of great music, and me talking stupidity in between the songs. So I hope you guys like it. Generally, this is one of the most listened to shows that we do. So Chicks That Rock on Soundcheck. Hope you come in every week and listen to the show. This is a special one, man. Right here from Oklahoma City in the Moose Pit Studios. My name is Moose. This is Soundcheck. We're about to get it on with a whole bunch of amazing bands that have at least one female member. Sometimes it's a singer, sometimes it's a drummer, sometimes it's a bass player. It doesn't matter. We support them anyway. Chicks That Rock. Hope you have a good time. 424-666-7356 is the number you can text in or call if you have a comment. Buckle it up. Here we go. Crim Song on Soundcheck.
Get loose with the moose.
and Crim Song right here on the Chicks That Rock show. So sometimes it's really, really cool when you can actually get a hold of the people that you play their music. And we've got Elizabeth, the singer, right here with us on the phone. Thanks for sending your music in, and tell us about it.
Hi. So basically, Crim Song is a gothic and steampunk-based symphonic metal band, and all of our songs are basically about going insane or loving somebody too much that you want to, do some very dark things. Basically, we try to have a dark spin on our music, but make it fun at the same time.
I hear you. Okay, well, that just said, "Don't date you," is what it said. It's terrifying.
Oh, yeah.
Well, tell everybody where they can check your music out and things like that.
All right, so everybody can go to our website. It's the crimsong.bandcamp.com. You can download our single right there for free, and we also have merch available. We have T-shirts. We also have jewelry. We have a pickpocket watch, which is basically a style of a pocket watch, but it holds 4 to 6 picks and other fun jewelry like that. And you can also check us out all over New England and shows this month, too. We also have a Facebook page, so if you just search Crim Song, we should come right up.
That's awesome, man. I really dug the song. I liked it. We're going to talk about that on the show. And thanks for being on the Chicks That Rock show. And listen, I got one really important question before I let you go. And it's everybody wants to know this. Do you like tacos?
Oh, I love tacos. I made 2 taco rounds for Taco Tuesday. I made ground beef tacos first, and then I made fajita chicken tacos.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a winner right here. Crim Song.
The Moose rocks Texas.
Nothing's gonna bring me down. I never lost custody, so rise above. I will fight for all my dreams. Can you linger here forever? Count on this fading your lights. I will fight for all my dreams now. Don't need to fight me.
this is Vitek from Definition, and you are listening to The Moose.
All right, man. Fear Me December on the Chicks That Rock show here. Soundcheck. Awesome tune, man. Really cool. You can catch them touring around the UK, man. That's a band from a long way from here. But so one of the questions that we get a lot is, where do you find all this stuff, man? I hunt for it. There's actually a lot of groups out there that collect just bands with female members and support that metal. I can't even say it. Femetalism, Metalocalypse. They're doing a whole women's festival thing. There's a lot of people out there that that support it, and I go hunt, and I really try to find times that I could get these bands on the air. I think this, like I said, I don't even know, 13th, 14th, 15th show that we've done, and we try to do 10 to 15 bands on every show. So there's a lot of them out there, man, and there's some amazing ones that should be, bigger than they are. And I understand there are circumstances involved in that. We try not to play the same bands twice. Now, some of these bands have been on Soundcheck or have been on the Metal Moose show. Like Fear Me December has been on the Metal Moose show years ago. This next band has actually been on Soundcheck before. But I was so impressed with it. I was like, holy cow, this is really good. I went and I downloaded their album on Spotify as soon as I got done with that show, and it's now on my Soundcheck playlist on Spotify. Really great band. So listen, if you know a band that has a girl in it and you want them to be on the show, it's very easy. You can just contact me on Facebook or email me, moose@themetalmoose.com, or you can text in 424-666-7356, and just all you got to do is say, hey, Moose, here's the name of the band, and I'll go check them out, and we'll see if we can get their music on the show. We love doing this, and that's how the whole Soundcheck thing works, man. All this music comes from suggestions, or, I work with a lot of great indie labels and promotion groups, but it's really all about the people that listen to the show and the bands that listen to the show that send other people to us. And we've been blessed because we've been doing it for over 3 years now. That means a lot of people listen. A lot of people are pushing bands our way. And it's awesome. And we talk about tacos, which is a big deal. Did you guys like how I snuck that in there? I bet you her head about fell off when I was like, so do you like tacos? Yeah, man, that's a lot of fun. Thanks to Elizabeth for being on the show with us. And, I hope all you Crimson fans are supportive of them. And also, now you can be supportive of Soundcheck. And because we're going to keep doing what we do, and we're going to keep playing amazing bands, females or not. But today, females in the band. So this next band, Kill Sorrow, man, absolutely awesome. This is one of my favorite genres of metal, is the Kill Sorrow. It's kind of that old Catatonia, Daylight Dies, Rapture kind of feel thing to it, and I love it. So we'll talk about that after the song plays. You're listening to the Chicks That Rock, coming to you from OKC Moose Pit Studios. This is Soundcheck and Kill Sorrow with Buried Hopes. Kill Sorrow is an absolutely amazing band. Amazing. I want a Kill Sorrow shirt very badly. So if you guys would like to send me the biggest size that you have, big, because I'm a big guy, so I wear a 3X. So actually, I order 3Xs because they shrink and then they turn into 2Xs. And if I order a 2X, it turns into a 1X, and then I look like I'm wrapped in Saran wrap, and it's not attractive. I'm telling you right now. Welcome to Chicks That Rock. My name is Moose, coming to you from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in the Moose Pit Studios. This is the Chicks That Rock show. This is where we play bands that have at least one female member because we're pro women in rock and metal. We're pro women in music. So I always say we. I don't know. I say we. I'm the guy that does the show. I've been doing it, for years now, but there are so many people involved in this. We call them the Moose Crew. You can find the Moose Crew on Facebook. Find yourself about 5,000 new friends. Just look Moose Crew, join the group. Lots of people there, lots of people that have been around for years, and that's why I say we all the time, is because we do this. It's not just me. I am the quote monkey on the microphone, but it's a lot of people doing this that push this show. And I'm going to tell you something. We had a record month last month. It looks great to even beat that one this month. The more people we get to listen, the more people hear the music, and we might actually get some sponsors, which sponsors help people hear the music, believe it or not. So we're working on that as well. So listen, man, this is me and you. I'm not a big radio station. I don't have any funders behind this. Nobody's pushing this machine except for you guys and me. And we've pushed it a long damn way. Metal Moose became a standard in the metal world. So this is an extension of that, and I have you guys to thank for it, and of course the amazing bands, because the music kicks ass, and nobody will listen to the show if everything sucked. Yeah, I'm the only thing that really kind of sucks on the show. Everything else is pretty awesome. So coming up next is a band called Forever at Last, and we're going to check them out. We're going to spin it. We're going to, now's a good time to maybe get that Cheeto bag out and open it up. And you know what to do if you've listened to the show before. Here's what you do. You open that bag, you empty all the Cheetos out, and you get all the Cheeto dust off of it that you can, and then you rub your body down in Cheeto dust. And that makes the show so much better. I'm telling you, I know right now you're questioning it, but we've been around for 3 years for nothing. It's the secret that keeps on giving, baby. It's Soundcheck with the Chicks That Rock and Forever at Last. Get it on.
Loose with the Moose.
It's forever at last right here on the Sound Check of Chicks That Rock edition. My name is Moose, coming to you from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, in the Moose Pit Studios right here. It's pretty nice. I think it's raining outside today, so pretty cool. Well, listen, if you're just tuning in, I want you to know you can find this show on iTunes, on Spreaker, on Stitcher, not Stritcher. Stitcher Radio, on YouTube. You can find us on Facebook as well. We always post the show on Facebook. It's on multiple digital platforms. It's on multiple radio stations, including Crave Radio in Dallas, NGFY, Reach Down Radio, blah, 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 blah. It's on a bunch of them. Boston Rocks Radio, WSNR. So the bands that are listening right now, or you're not just getting played on some random podcast that, you know, only a couple different people listen to. This goes worldwide. We're on in the UK. We're on in France. We're on in Italy. We're on stations there, not just streaming there. I know everybody can say, well, I got a podcast. It's worldwide. We're actually played on stations in those areas. So you're getting heard by a bunch of damn people. This isn't just, like I said, it's not, we're going to play it to just a certain amount of people. We're playing you to everybody that we can, and we work hard to make sure this show's on as many places as possible so your music gets to a humongous audience. It's important for you guys to know that, and we also are a family. Once you've been on the show, you're family. We don't just play you once and push you away. We keep these songs and we keep the rotation going. We have over 4,000 bands in our library. We keep playing them. We keep pushing them. We keep growing the library. So you're always going to hear new music, and you're always going to hear yourself again. People are allowed to request you, and that's something we highly, highly suggest is you get your fans involved. They can email moose@themetalmoose.com. They can text. Anybody can text 24/7, 365, 424-666-7356. They can text just to request your band. They can text to tell me their taco recipe. They can show me their taco, but that's dangerous, so easy on the taco pictures there. We try to make this show kind of unlike other metal shows. We're not on here talking about bravataz and we're badasses, and we're on here to talk about the bands and just kind of be fun, kind of be an escape from the normal metal show and, just all that garbage. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in playing the bands and getting your music out to people and getting to know you guys. So, and like I said, go find the Moose Crew on Facebook. You're going to have 5,000 new friends. It's amazing. It's in a great community that we built over the years, and it continues to grow. 5,000 on Moose Crew, over 7,000 on the Metal Moose page, 5,000 on my page, and also Twitter and Instagram and Pinterest and all that stuff. Literally, you can listen to Soundcheck on Pinterest. How cool is that? We have a blog as well. The website's www.themetalmoose.com. We're everywhere, man, and we're getting your music everywhere. Right now is a band called Eva Plays Dead. Cool name. Interesting. I don't know about the music. We're going to find out right now on Soundcheck. Eva Plays Dead. Let's spin it right now. Evil Plays Dead right here on Soundcheck Chicks That Rock Show. So listen, I'm going to tell you real quickly, normally how we do things is we play the song and then we kind of review it and talk about things that we liked or we didn't like, yada, yada, yada. And the way I kind of rate bands is by telling them whether or not I would wear your shirt, because I don't wear shirts of bands that suck. That's just a simple rule in my life. If you suck, I'm not wearing your shirt. But every band that I've played so far, I honestly would love to wear your shirt and tell people about your music. Now, I don't know about the bands coming up later. We'll see. We'll find out as we go. I kind of give it a shirt rating. Then we talk about whether or not you're good enough to be out of the bar scene, because there are some bands that just belong in bars, and it's just kind of how it is. There are some bands that belong on huge stages, and that's cool. That's what we're looking for. So, yes, I would love a shirt. Triple X, we went over that earlier. I wear size pornography because I'm a big man. Coming up next, now, I know that some people stray away from the show, and this is such a huge, huge, huge mistake. And this is usually these, macho metalhead guys. They're like, I ain't listening to no Chicks Rock program, man, because none of the music is really heavy. Well, you're a moron, because we played some of the heaviest bands we've ever played on this show, on the Chicks That Rock shows. There's some bands out there. We played Optimus Prime on the last show, female-fronted band, heavy as hell. There's a lot of amazing... It's that whole, ego guy thing. Girls can't really play metal. And I know, because I used to be in that kind of demographic. I didn't think that girls couldn't play metal. I just didn't think that they could really throw down the heaviness, and I was wrong. I was way wrong. So yeah, man, I'm more than excited to play you some of these bands. And look, whether it's poppy, whether it's pop punk, whether it's grind metal, whether it's death metal, whatever, we play it. But don't be stupid and miss out on shows like this because it has the word chicks in it, or it's affiliated with females, because thinking that females can't play metal is pretty stupid, because they can. This next band, I just was interested in. Got the music, and the band is called Extremity, and the song is called Extremely Effing Dead. That's right. I'm not going to say that, because there are sometimes kids listening to this, and we don't want them to. But yeah, Extremely Effing Dead. That sounds... women who want to hack things up with hacksaws and stuff, it's kind of scary, but, kind of turns me on, too. You know what I'm saying? Tacos, anybody? All right now is Extremity on the Soundcheck Chicks That Rock show with Extremely Effing Dead. Please cover your children's ears. It might scare them. Maybe.
Get loose with the moose.
Never say
I just want to go ahead and apologize to everybody who felt like there wasn't enough heaviness in that Extremity song. I'll make sure and contact them and tell them they need to kick it up a notch, because they're chicks, and chicks can't really do heavy stuff. Wow, man, that was awesome. Now, listen, I'm a huge grind death fan, so for me, that was just badass as hell. I know that some people out there may not like that, but I thought it was amazing, and so I would definitely want a shirt. Please, Extremity, awesome. End of story. This is the Chicks at Rock Show, and my name is Moose. This is coming to you from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. We've been around since 2014, and we just keep doing what we do, and the show gets bigger every damn week. We do 2 shows a week, one on Tuesday, one on Thursday. We release them on iTunes and a bunch of other platforms, and thousands and thousands and thousands of people listen. So thank you for listening right now, whether you're in your car or your home or just jamming on your phone in the bathroom, whatever you do. Look, I will eat tacos in the bathroom. I'm not ashamed to say it. I will. So if you're new to the show, normally we listen to the songs and I give my little micro review of the song and what I think about it. Chicks at Rock Show, I'm kind of going a little bit different because this is merely about introducing bands that have female members. So it's not about critiquing the songs. This song is, says this, or this song has that production, yada, yada, yada. This is just about getting these bands out there and saying that I totally support the whole women in music thing. It's women in general. I'm one of those people who women are so much greater than men at just about everything. So that's just who I am and the way I think. And that's one of the reasons why you don't see pictures on the Soundcheck website of chicks with their boobs hanging out of a Soundcheck shirt. That does nothing for me. That's not what this is about. It's not me trying to get attention with hot chicks, and I hate that about Your standard average heavy metal show has more tits and, like pot leaves and satanic symbols and all this. Look, we all love metal. We get it. We understand the ingredients. You know what I mean? But I don't want to see the ingredients to the steak. I want the damn steak. And this show is about the music, and we're all about it. So, and listen, I love how women look. Women are beautiful creatures. I need people to understand that. This isn't me against women being beautiful and being proud to show themselves. But I'm not going to use another woman's beauty to make people look at me. Does that make sense? So it's my respect towards them. Refugee with Grave Dancer right here on Soundcheck from Oklahoma City, Moose Pit Studios.
As I look at myself in the mirror, I'm reminded of the person I used to be. Your reflection becomes much clearer as I think of everything you've done for me. I gave my heart away. I gave my heart away, and now I'm dancing on my grave. I wasn't worth the price you paid. You gave your all to free me. Remember me that day. As I took everything for granted, black was the blood coursing through my veins. My life wasn't like I planned it. You carry the weight of my name. I gave my heart away. I gave my heart away, and now I'm dancing on my grave. I wasn't worth the price you paid. You gave your all to free me. October 28th, the day my whole life changed. I know I will remember, and I won't forget from the first day we met. You're in my heart forever, forever, forever. Away, and now I'm dancing on my grave. I wasn't worth the price you paid. You gave your all to free me. Remember me. October 28th, the day my whole life changed. I know I will remember, and I won't forget from the first day we met. You're in my heart forever.
hell yeah, man. Refugee, great tune. Love the harmonies. I really, really liked the emotion she put into the vocal. Like, I don't know what November 28th or December 28th or whatever that date was, but like, I need to know what happened. That was like, wow. So, man, this is the Chicks That Rock show. I wanted to also point out real quickly that a lot of people, for the longest time, and I don't understand why, have had this weird concept in their head that all the music that we play on this show are bands from Oklahoma City or the Oklahoma area, which is not true. We're playing bands today from Italy, the UK. We play bands from all over the world. This isn't just an Oklahoma City showcase. I don't know why that ever came about. We play bands from everywhere. And yeah, I just wanted to get that out to everybody. This isn't like an Oklahoma City showcase. This is Soundcheck. We're played on radio stations in France and Italy and the UK and all over the United States. So this is not just a local showcase. We're all about playing bands from everywhere. So yeah, man, listen, coming up next, I think, is the band from Italy with the Ravinians, which is a really, really an interesting band. So what we're doing on the Chicks That Rock show is we're introducing you to bands that have at least one female member in the band. And it's, my celebration of respecting women in music, and also, once again, standing up against the people that like to use chicks to get attention for themselves. That's such a ridiculous thing. But the sad thing about it is it works, so people do it. So, hey, man, if I put my, radio station call letters on a shirt and then I slit that shirt so we can see this chick's boobs, people are gonna look at the Butcher Babies. Now there's a women in metal group that I don't understand, and I can't have a lot of respect for, because they used to perform topless. Of course people are gonna watch you. Yeah, try it over again, Butcher Babies, with your clothes on, and let's see what happens. So anyway, man, I know that I have a weird non-male, non-metal stance on that, but it's just the truth. That's how it is. So hope you guys are enjoying the show. We got a bunch more music. We're only like an hour into the show. It's a 2-hour show. We do it twice a week, 4 hours of awesome metal and good times a week, so a little bit of a break, when you're doing your homework, if you want to listen to a cool show, or just want to bother your neighbors next door and turn the volume up real loud and, text in and tell me to say things that they don't like. I can do that too. Why not? We're here for you. All right, man. So this is Soundcheck from Oklahoma City. My name is Moose in the Moose Pit Studios. 424-666-7356 is the text line. Text on in and let us know what you're thinking. And right now we're going to play Ravinians. This interesting, man. Super, super cool on the Chicks That Rock on Soundcheck.
by the ice and wind of us. At dark night, my soul remembers your fleshless presence, but a new weird energy flows me. The day you came
Hell yeah, man. Super, super cool. Awesome tune. I can't tell you guys how much I love doing this show and how much I love doing Soundcheck and being a quote podcaster radio guy. And I wanted to say this real quick, and I try not to mention this a whole lot on the show, and I guess I'm a victim of my own issues here, but a lot of people ask if we take donations, and yes, we do. We take donations. You can do it through PayPal at www.themetalmoose.com. There's a donate button. Just hit that button and go to PayPal and send whatever you like to. We appreciate that. We use that money to buy microphones and computers and print up T-shirts. We do have Metal Moose T-shirts. I haven't done any sound check shirts yet, but maybe we will when we raise enough money if people are interested to buy them. We've still got Moose shirts left, but people are also asking if we're going to be doing more Moose Fest and stuff like that. Right now, I'm really just concentrating on the show itself, getting the show out as far as I can, and trying to gain some sponsors so we can build some steam to get it to the next level. So, but just to answer your question, we do take donations, absolutely, and we appreciate every damn penny we get because it helps us. Trust me, it does. It's a big, and I make you a promise: nobody here, because that's me, is getting rich. You know what I mean? So I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in making the show the best that I can, so we can do as much as we can for everybody that we can. It's a simple deal. I like to push as hard for everybody. So coming up next is a band called The Damn Truth with a song called Devilish Folk. This is a little bit of a different one, man. I normally when I do a soundcheck show, I don't listen to the bands at all. And then I listen to them as the show goes on, and I give my little review after the song plays. And I went ahead and previewed the show's songs today because it's my biggest fear that I'm going to play a band that doesn't have a girl in it. So, and then, I'm going to offend somebody like, hey man, there's no chicks in our band, dude. So I always try to listen to the songs on the Chicks That Rock show first, so I don't, make a humongous mistake, because it happens sometimes. The Damn Truth coming up with Devilish Folk right here on Soundcheck from the Moosehead Studios, Moose Pit Studios, whatever you want to call it, Taco Studios.
Hey, this is Mick Michaels from Corners of Sanctuary, and you're listening to DJ Moose at Metal Moose Podcast.
Desert on a sunny afternoon. The devil was among us, she was right here in this room. And you can cut the air with a knife, drive a stake through her heart. No one's getting out of here, not alive. My revolution is in disconclusion, allegations of hope. There's no room for people like you and me here. My revolution is in disconclusion, allegations of hope. There's no room for people like you and me.
rubber chickens.
It's the damn truth on Soundcheck on the Chicks That Rock Show. My name is Moose, coming to you from Oklahoma City in the Moose Pit Studios here. Pretty awesome day. I love doing the Chicks That Rock Show, hanging out. It's cool, man. It's my day off, and just hanging out in the studio, putting the show together, having a good time, drinking black cherry Kool-Aid today. So I'm a big Kool-Aid fan. For those of you who are new to the show, Kool-Aid and tacos are Cheetos, of course. If you guys are Metal Moose fans, we do the Cheetos and bacon, of course. I mean, think about a Cheeto taco with bacon on it. Man, it's amazing. So, yeah, man, listen, we've got more music and more stuff going on. And once again, I really want to encourage you guys to get involved with the Soundcheck and go find the Moose Crew page on Facebook and just join up. You're going to have a whole bunch of new friends. You're going to find a whole bunch of new music and people that support music. And I'm talking about people from bands, people from labels, people from promotion companies, and then just your average Joe, people that dig music, man. And I've made so many friends over the years out of the Moose Crew. Jeannie Jenkins and Teresa Bond and just, gosh, Valerie Andre. And these are people from all over the place. Chris Olathia, Dana Jade from Archdemon. I'm lucky enough to be able to, Jordan Gaw from Final Draw. Holy cow. I'm lucky enough to be able to talk to these people on a first name basis and text and call with them and stuff like that. It's really cool. And you can make a bunch of new friends too. And speaking of that, whenever you text in or you email Soundcheck, moose@themetalmoose.com or 424-666-7356, I always answer back 100% of the time. I've answered every email that I've ever gotten, every message I've ever gotten. I've always answered. I try to reach out to every single person that I can just to get some interest in the show and interest in getting this awesome music out there. I've dedicated a lot of time and effort to this to build it to be different than what is the norm, heavy metal show or the norm success. And I'm going to do it on a family kind of grassroots thing. That's just how it works. So I appreciate you being here, and I hope you join us again. We do Chicks That Rock every 10th episode. I realize that this is the 31st episode, but we had a little snag we had to do. So the next one will be number 41. Episode 41 will be the next Chicks That Rock. Coming up right now, In Light on Soundcheck. Okay, real quickly. So this is one of the chances you take when you don't listen to all of the music all the time. I didn't realize that was an instrumental. So to Enlight, I promise you, I'm going to play another one of your tunes on a future show, maybe even the next show. Hell, that was awesome. I kept waiting for a vocal to kick in, and of course I didn't hear it, but I was super impressed enough by the instrumental itself to go, this is worth listening to, man. So, and trust me, if you listen to this show, you know that kind of to get me to say that sometimes can be difficult. Sometimes I don't have a whole lot of interest in some of the things we get on the show. But anyway, this is the Chicks That Rock show. My name is Moose. I am the taco, Cheeto, bacon-loving host of Soundcheck / Metal Moose Radio. Some of you may know me, some of you may not. If you're new to the show, welcome aboard. This is all family here. If you're sticking around to hear somebody tell you that a band sucks or anything like that, that's not going to happen. Sometimes I don't like the bands, sometimes I do, but I'm kind of anti, being a schmuck to people. Hell, they're out there putting out music, so we try to be supportive of the bands and the people that send the music in and stuff like that. So, one of these days, some people might end up liking me or the show, and that'll be good. So you can hear the show on numerous radio stations across the United States and Europe as well, on iTunes, on YouTube, on Spreaker, on Stitcher, on Mixcloud, TuneIn. Yeah, it's all the hell over the place, and we try to have a good time with it and try to keep bringing you new music that too many people out there bitching about not enough music out there. Can't find any new music to listen to. Well, you are not listening to the right thing, because usually this show we play up to 15 different bands every episode. So that's about 30 bands a week. So you're not keeping up. You're not trying hard enough. Turning on your local big rock radio station is not going to get you much new music. So just throwing that out there. Hope you guys are having a good time with the show. We're about an hour and 20 minutes into the show. We got more music on the way. And it's a lot of different genres. I want you to definitely, when you share the show, let people know that, oh man, this guy played, some death metal, some grind metal, then he played some symphonic metal, and, even some kind of folk, rocky, classic metal stuff. We'll do it, man. We'll play it. We don't have any kind of preference, man. As long as it rocks, we play it. So we like it all. Well, one of the reasons why we changed the format of the show is because everybody always wanted to know what I thought about their music. So I thought, okay, well, we can do that, because we used to not talk about the music at all. And number two, the name Metal. Metal Moose scared people that weren't metal. They were like, well, we're not metal enough for that show, so we won't send our music in, which was ludicrous, because we played all types of rock. I mean, slam, glam, sleaze, butt rock, classic rock. We played it all, but just the name scared people. So that was one of the reasons why we went with Soundcheck, because it didn't have a metal stigma to it, because every band that hits the stage does a sound check, and it also, likened to reviews. I'm going to tell you guys what I think. We aren't doing that so much on this show today. This is a little bit different than the Chicks That Rock thing, but I'm having a blast. I hope you guys are too. Coming up next is a band called Sigil, Sigl, with a song called When the Gods Will Burn. So we're going to have an awesome time with this. And it sounds kind of black metal-ish to me, but you never know these days. These kids and their wacky band names. Sigil on Soundcheck. I'm the Moose. Buckle it up. Here we go. And there you have it, Sigil. It's another band that I'm just going to go ahead and apologize to all of you who say that chicks can't play heavy enough music. I know that song was probably just not heavy enough for you. It's such a goofy ass thing, man, that there are people out there who are like, man, and it's sad because I used to be one of them. That's just an honest deal. But I used to be like, yeah, man, chicks, they just, they can't really bring what I, and it was dumb because once I finally decided to give up on that egotistical mind frame, I found out about, Dana Demon from Demonic Christ, and then I found out about, I can't remember her name, the bass player for Bolt Thrower, and, Karen Crisis, and all of this stuff. And there were so many chicks involved in extreme metal that I hadn't paid attention to because of that idiot stance. Blah, whatever. There's been chicks in extreme metal for a long time, and I just wasn't paying attention. And so when I decided to do the Chicks That Rock thing, and I started really seeking out bands, I started finding these amazing bands, and Sleepwalking Home and Olathia, and I get Archdemon, and there's so many female-fronted bands. Cataveria is another one. Cataveria, great band. I could go on and on and on about Scarlet Canary, Glass Delirium. I mean, they're just Romantic Rebel, City of the Week. It's just there's tons of them out there, and I was dumb. I was blind to it because I was like, yeah, chicks can't really rock, and wow, I was a moron. So here we go. So I've been trying to pay that back by playing some amazing bands that have females in them that rock like hell. So I mentioned it earlier in the show. I'll mention it again. We do take donations if you guys want to help the Soundcheck show be better and bigger. We're trying to raise money to gain sponsors, and that's the big deal right now. We're really looking for sponsorships. We want to advertise for people on the show. All you got to do is contact us if you have a business or a distro or whatever it is that you want to advertise. We do it for $20. We do it, and this show gets heard by thousands and thousands and thousands of people. Your return on investment would be huge. So if you know somebody who has a business and wants to advertise and supports the arts, supports the music scene, let us know, because we can help support them and support the scene at the same time, man. So it's going to be one of those deals that we talk about a little bit is advertising on the show and sponsors. We want sponsors. We want people to push other people to listen to the show so they can hear about their business and how businesses can be helped. We're trying to help out all the indies in the world, not just indie bands, indie businesses, all of it. We're there to do it. So this next band is called My Heart to Fear. Actually, I spelled it HESRT, My Heart to Fear. We're going to play it. We're going to jam it. We're going to have a good time with it. And I don't know what you're jamming right now. Just don't videotape it. People get in trouble. And just throwing that out there. In this world today, anything that you video could show up in a lot of places and have a very, very bad impact on your life. That's not from experience. I'm just saying hell, look at Bill Cosby. I mean, he was doing that stuff years ago, and now he's going to court. Just be careful out there, guys. Be good to each other, okay? My Heart to Fear. It does on occasion happen that I get confused which show I'm doing, what date it is, and I just said the wrong name. That was not My Heart to Fear. That was the unit. Sorry about that. My Heart to Fear does not have a female in the band, and I had them queued up for another show, and I'm sitting here thinking to myself, I bet you I even tagged them in this show. So I apologize to My Heart to Fear. I know that none of you are females. Anyway, so yeah, that's once again why I tried to do my homework on this, and then I just got confused. I got a phone call, I lost my place, and then I was like, hey, here's My Heart to Fear, and yeah. This is the Chicks at Rock Show. My name is Moose in the Moose Pit Studios here in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. So yeah, this is the show where we totally bow down and praise the females in the hard rock music industry. So yeah, man, we're having a good time. We've got a lot of bands left. We got more music, got more fun, and I hope you're having a good time with the show. My main issue is always that you guys have a lot of music that you discover on the show. I mean, it's not really a comedy show. It's not really a shock rock radio show. It's just a show about finding new music. And that's what we do. We've been putting out new bands or unsigned indie bands since 2014. So for almost 3.5 years, we've been putting out this show, getting bands exposure all over the world. And having people listen is the key to that, man. So when you listen to the show, whether or not you like me or not, which, I can do whatever, that's fine. But you like the music and you want the music to be heard, make sure and share it with your friends, share it on your Facebook page, share it wherever you are, man, because the more people we can get to listen, the better things that can happen for these bands, which is the whole point, it's kind of a double-edged sword because the bigger we could make my show, the more I can do things for the bands, which I know everybody has this weird conception that I'm doing this to get rich. I've been doing it for 3 years and I don't make any money doing it. I think I would have given up by now if it were about being rich. I'm not interested in being rich. Of course, I'd love to be rich, but that's not why I do the show. I do it because I love music. I love metal. And I have a broadcast degree. I love radio. I think radio is the last frontier of like real entertainment, and I think that it's dying. There's so much garbage on the radio. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, I like to kick back and listen to Stuart McLean, and hear stories and hear actual stuff about the music as opposed to I don't know, man. Just I love radio. It's a great thing to me. So I'm having fun with it. I hope you're having fun with it too. And thank you, everybody, in Dallas and everywhere else that's listening. We appreciate all your support. There's never enough support, so the more you can give, the better. Larissa, Vienna, and The Strange. I just had to put this on the show just because I thought it was an interesting name, and the song is called Break the Spell. We're going to check it out right here on Soundcheck. By the way, if you're on the show, if you're in one of the bands, make sure and call and leave a voicemail. Say, hey, my name is blah, blah, blah from this band, and you're listening to Soundcheck with the Moose, 424-666-7356. We will put it on the air. Trust me, it's another way to help promote your band. So, I know, crazy, like promoting and stuff. Anyway, this is Soundcheck. Larissa, Vienna, and The Strange, Break the Spell, coming up right now on Soundcheck. And then it's lunchtime because I'm hungry as hell. Need to order some tacos quickly. Yes. As we roll on like me through a buffet, which is very, very angrily and with persistence to crush and destroy. It's the Chicks and Rock Show. Listen, I wanted to give this out as well. If you're in a band and you have some CDs or stickers or shirts or whatever you want to be given away on the show, because people love to... God, I hope that sound didn't come through right now. That pissed me off. My computer's making stupid noises. Okay. So listen, I wanted to give the address out. It's Moose Radio. It's P.O. Box 5401, Edmond, Oklahoma, 73083. All of the shirts and stickers and CDs that we get in, we give away to people as prizes, or we give them out at shows and stuff like that. So it's going for a good cause. It's not like... people think that I'm trying to stock up on free shirts. I give the shirts away, man. So, because I want people in other places to be wearing band shirts from other places. Hey, man, where did you get that? Who was that band? The Paper Dolls. Oh, I won this off a Soundcheck, man. They're this band from wherever, blah, 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 blah. Holy crap, somebody in Oklahoma's talking about your band. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole point of it. So, I know all of you out there think I'm trying to... whatever. Why does everybody go think that everything is so bad? I'm not bad. I'm not trying to screw anybody. I'm trying to help. I love you guys. I need to get off this high horse. I'm getting cranky. Paper Doll's coming up next with a song called Heavy. It's the Moose's Soundcheck, and you can find us at www.themetalmoose.com, on Facebook, on Pinterest, on Twitter, on Instagram, and like I said, tune in and iTunes and YouTube. We're all the hell over the place. Just ask the people in Hellion social media. They help with us, and they know we don't stop. Relentless in the pursuit of more listeners. Paper Dolls.
The Moose says,
Show your RAWK, Cheetos, and rubber chickens. Rocks, Texas.
All right, gang. So listen, man, it's been almost a couple hours. Hopefully you've been here with us the whole time. It's a good thing about a podcast, man. You can rewind it, you can fast forward it, you can download it. So if you haven't caught the whole show, make sure and check out all of the bands on the show. They're amazing. If you like them, go to their Facebook page, their Reverb Nation page, SoundCloud, wherever you can find them. Find them, buy their CDs, buy their shirts, let them know that you like them. You don't even have to tell them you heard them on Soundcheck. Just say, man, I found your music and it's awesome. And when you buy a CD and when you buy a shirt, that gives a band a lot of, it gives you confidence. Hey, man, what we're doing is making an impact. And that's a huge, huge deal. Trust me. The littlest thing, and you know, some of these bands have CDs for sale, digital downloads for $1. Some of them are free. Just you saying something is a monster deal, because it's when you're busting your ass out there in the music scene and you're not getting anything in return as far as reaction, it's disheartening. It is, man. I can tell you. So make sure and support the bands the best that you can. Look, we ain't all got money to give. I understand that. We don't all have anything to give, but sometimes an email goes a long damn way. Trust me on that one. This next band is a band called Era 9 with a song called Hero. I remember when I was looking this up, these guys don't need any introduction at all. Super popular, very, very big out there, but I that's just a Facebook number, so that doesn't always mean anything. There are a lot of people who have a lot of Facebook followers who don't have a lot of followers. So, but it's an interesting tune, kind of interesting. Anyway, Era 9 here on Soundcheck, and we're going to play that. I hope you guys have had a great time. I'll be back after the last song to say goodbye and rock out, with your Cheeto out on this last one. And, like I said, sometimes things are always more fun with partners. Trust me on that one. So send people our way. Send this show to as many people as you can so we can get this thing louder. It gets louder with the more people we have. So I'm asking you, please share as much as you can. Era 9 with Hero right here on Soundcheck.
All I need is a hero to save me. Can you hear this? Can you hear this? And I'm the attack when my heart fails. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it.
We started off just popping bottles on the weekend. Switching lane, rushing my brain stuck in the deep end. Chopping lines like we always do. Popping something we like one too. Keep searching for that 5 a.m. fix, wanting something new. I need a hero to save me, and I'm not gonna stand in the way.
I just thought I could make it on my own. I left you waiting for a hero to save me. For a hero to save me.
All these nosebleeds got me drowning deep in regret, and I find myself just hiding, trying to pretend. Ain't nothing more to do, my conscience is left consumed. Keep looking out for something roaching more than
I'm
cure
pouring the
you.
salt into my wound, and I feel it, and I feel it. Sleepless nights on the floor of my bedroom. Am I breathing? Am I living? Am I human? Am I human?
I need a hero to save me, and I'm not gonna stand in the way. while I'm I need a hero to save me, and I'm not gonna stand in the way. We started up.
For a hero to save me, I need a hero to save me, and I'm not gonna stand in the way. I just thought I could make it on my own, but I'm not feeling right for a hero to save me. For a hero to save
All right, so Moose here, been slaving over a hot microphone here in the Moose Pit Studios in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. This has been Soundcheck, the Chicks That Rock edition. Listen, man, I can't thank you enough for listening to the show, and I implore you to please find us on Facebook, find us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Spreaker, TuneIn, everywhere you can find us, and let everybody you know that, hey, look, if you dig new music, if you dig new rock, metal, hardcore, punk, this show's got it. And it's not like another radio show that you listen to. This is more kind of like a talk radio show kind of thing. But anyway, long story short, we're everywhere. Please tell everybody that you know, and support the bands that we play. That's such an important deal. I do want to mention again, I've said it before, I don't say this too much because people seem to get upset about it. I've never understood that, but they do. We do take donations so that we can do this show in a greater fashion. www.themetalmoose.com is where you go. There's a donate button. It's done through PayPal. I don't ever see any information. All I know is that we got a donation, and we appreciate every dime we get from everybody that sends in donations. I'm also really, really going to be pushing hard on this in the future. We do advertise. What this show is missing is sponsors and commercials. We want to support indie businesses just like we support indie bands by putting their commercials. That's why we do commercials for $20. $20. We'll put a commercial of yours on the air, or we'll talk about you on the air. Whatever business you run, we'll talk about it right here on this show. This show is heard by thousands of people. We have the demographics to show it. It's been heard in every state in the United States. It's worldwide. And if you have a website, your business is worldwide too. So why not spend $20, get your business a ton of exposure, and also help us support these bands. The money goes to the show, and the bigger the show is, the bigger things we can do for the bands, as well as the businesses, because the bigger it gets, your advertising goes further. So $20 goes a long way. You know, I was talking about buying shirts from the bands. Donations to the Soundcheck and Metal Moose go a long way. When you get reaction, when you're out there trying really hard, it makes a lot. It makes a lot of difference. Even if you just text in 424-666-7356. Hey, Moose, I really liked the show. It goes a long way. I appreciate you guys, man. I say it at the end of every show. I'm going to say it again. You wake up, you kick ass, you be kind, you repeat. You just do it over and over. That's the Moose way of life. And I want you to do it. Make somebody feel better. Wink at somebody, smile at somebody, put your arm around somebody, tell them you care about them. You have the power to change somebody's life every time you do one of those. We'll see you next time right here on Soundcheck. Peace.
All rights to the music heard on the Metal Moose are reserved by the authors, their labels, or authorized representatives that permitted their material to be used. The Metal Moose owns no rights to any music played on the show. Go to themetalmoose.com to submit your music to be heard on the show. The Metal Moose accepts donations of money, Cheetos, bacon, and naked pictures. Thank you for tuning in and subscribe on iTunes. Rock out while you rack out, and consider yourself moosed.